Hello everyone, this is Alex from Swoosh English, and in this video I'm going to talk about whether you should have your OET exam remarked or not. So do you get it remarked or do you just retake it and do it again? And really I'm going to go more into detail about the remarking process, whether you should or shouldn't do it, what's involved, etc, and fees as well, which is always a factor to take into consideration. So hypothetically speaking, you're a doctor or a nurse or another medical professional and you've just had your OET exam marked back, and you're really disappointed, you're heartbroken in most instances. I've had doctors and nurses crying to me saying that they were hoping that this would change everything for them. The English exam is the only thing that's stopping them from becoming a doctor or nurse in the UK. Maybe they've had a job offer for a long time. They've had lots of pressure on them from either the recruitment agency that they are registered with, or the NHS hospital or nursing home, etc. And they get the results, they're heartbroken, and then they are thinking, okay, what do I do now? And they're adamant. They think that they got the B in the writing or they got a B in the speaking or whatever, and they want to go ahead and get it remarked. Some things to consider when you're thinking whether you should go ahead and get this remarked or not. The OET process, to be honest with you, I am very impressed by, in terms of the channels that it goes through, the chains of command, so to speak, when you take your examination. And I've been speaking to a lot of Indian nurses and doctors recently who say, I'm giving the OET exam, which always makes me laugh. It's take the OET examination. Quick grammar correction for you there. But whether you're taking the exam in India, Dubai, Oman, South Africa, wherever you are in the world, that examination paper that you do for all four sections, reading, writing, listening, speaking, goes to Melbourne, Australia. It's marked by, the speaking and the writing is marked by a minimum of 2 OET trained examiners. Remember, these are English teaching professionals, they're not medical experts, if you didn't know that already. So they're marked by 2 OET examiners, and then in some cases, it might be marked by 3. So 3 highly trained OET examiners, and in that case where a mark couldn't be agreed upon between 2, or it was very, very close, then a 3rd examiner would mark it. So it's going through a lot of people. It's very rare that they would make a mistake, and in a lot of cases, because of the kind of so many channels that your examination goes through, that's why the exam is a little bit more expensive than the IELTS. And really something to consider. So as I mentioned before, not only is it very, very unlikely you will have your examination remarked, but it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time. So many doctors and nurses and other medical professionals, they get into this mindset of saving money, etc. Oh, I don't want to do the exam again. Why? Because I don't want to spend more money. But money you can lose and you can make back, lose, make back throughout your life. And we've all spent money on silly things, etc. And wasted it and regretted it, etc. But one thing you will never, ever get back is your time. You'll never get that back. And in my opinion, going through the remarking process wastes a lot of time. Okay, wastes a lot of time. Now, I'm not saying that if you go through the remarking process, you have zero chance in the world to get your examination changed. Okay, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is it's a lot of wasted time. It's unlikely that they're going to change it. However, I did have a doctor today, one of our Italian doctors, who had done self-study, okay, which I always advise people not to do, especially if they're serious about passing first time. But anyway, she took her exam a couple of months ago. She got a C in writing, and then so she decided, okay, I've got a C in writing, I'm going to She went through remarking, but she thought, okay, in the meantime, she didn't want to waste her time. So what she did was she joined our program. She improved a lot in her writing. She was getting feedback and corrections from our teacher. And then she took her exam literally a couple of weeks ago, and she thinks she's got a B, and fingers crossed that she has. However, she just contacted me today to say, you know, how excited she was and how relieved she was at the same time, because she's just had remarking come back. She just had her examination that she took 2 months ago. She's had it come back, and they've actually increased it from a C to a B in writing. Now, I don't hear that story very often. That's rare. Okay, that's rare that happens. However, it does happen, and if you're absolutely adamant that my answer was a B, then feel free, go for it. However, it costs a lot of money, in my opinion. You waste a lot of time waiting for the results. You could be, you know, you might be sitting around waiting long, you know, many weeks for those results. And in the meantime, your English and your OET examination abilities are going down and down and down. You know, if you're not keeping up with all of these things, and there's no guarantee you'll get it increased, your skills will go down. You'll start to forget things, and then it'll be a bigger mountain to climb once you do get your results back after remarking, and in most cases you're not going to get your score increased. Another caveat to consider is marks don't just go up, marks also go down as well after remarking. So if you've had, you know, if you think all about the increasing your marks, well, also take into consideration that they could actually put your marks down. And, you know, that, of course, that's even worse, especially if you're a nurse looking to come to the UK and you want to combine 2 examination scores within a 6-month period. So, of course, you know, say, for example, you got a C+ in writing, and then you thought, okay, that was definitely a B. You went in for remarking, it got put down to a C. Then you wouldn't be able to combine scores within a 6-month period. So that's something also to consider as well. So in my opinion, in conclusion, I would say don't go ahead with remarking, okay? A lot of money spent, a lot of time wasted, and you're waiting around, and your English and OET skills are decreasing as the days go ahead. You're better off not trying to control the uncontrollable factors in life. Okay, a lot of frustration and anger comes from trying to control things that you can't control, trying to control your child's behavior, trying to control how your boss treats you, blah, 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 blah. Control what you can control, and what you can control is you improving your OET exam techniques, the methodology, the step-by-step process, getting a preparation program, especially if you took a self-study, if you did self-study before. That is something that you can control. We are responsible for ourselves. You can control that. So I would definitely recommend you to do that, especially if most cases, like I said, you go through remarking and then you're waiting so many weeks, and then when you finally do get the score, you know, in most cases you won't get the B. If they won't change the scores, and in some cases they could decrease your marks. So that is my recommendation on remarking. Hopefully that was helpful to you today. If you've got any questions whatsoever, make sure you put them in the message box below. One thing I do want to say before I forget is, if you've had your examination results through, and as this video goes out right now, if you took your exam a couple of weeks ago, it's too late, but you must apply for remarking within a 5-day period upon receiving your examination results. So within 5 days. So if you do want to go for remarking, then do it within a 5-day period. But as I said, my recommendation is I wouldn't bother. I would just focus on making sure that you're prepared, go through a preparation program, and when you're ready, when you're being told by your teacher you're consistently getting a B across the board in reading, writing, listening, speaking, or even A's in some cases, and we've had some of our paid students get A's before. Once you're at that level, that consistency is really shining through, that's when you should go ahead and book your exam and have you'd be full of confidence that you know you can get the scores that you require. So hopefully this video was helpful to you today. Download our free 3-part video series from our website, swooshenglish.com. And that is really the first resource you should go through. And if you're looking to get a preparation program and see how we can help you, etc., etc. So any questions, feel free to put them in the message box below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video lesson.